Well, it's time now for business, beginning with a look, as ever, at the markets. Firstly, how things closed up in the US on Wednesday. A slightly mixed bag at the close of play on Wall Street. The Nasdaq ending up 1.5%, the S&P 500 ending up almost 0.4%, as you can see there. But the Dow Jones ending down 0.25 percentage point. Well, as for Asia this Thursday, all indices trading in positive territory. The Hong Kong Hang Seng's up over a full percentage point. The Kospi in Seoul trading up over 0.5 percentage point. The Shanghai Composite, meanwhile, currently up 0.25%. The Nikkei in Tokyo trading up almost 0.7%, as you can see there. Now, as we've already been discussing today, mainland France is gearing up for a series of new restrictions in the face of rising COVID-19 infections. Chief among them, the closing of all schools and businesses deemed non-essential. Ellen Gainsford takes a look now at what those latest announcements are likely to mean for the French economy.
In a bid to slow the spread of the virus, the French government is once again toughening lockdown restrictions. But how will it affect the economy? 150,000 businesses across France are set to temporarily close at an estimated cost of 11 billion euros a month, and schools are to shut for 3 weeks nationwide. A previous estimate from the French Finance Ministry put the combined effects of schools and non-essential businesses shutting at an 18% knock to economic activity, less extreme than the effects of the first lockdown last year, which caused a 30% drop.
L'éducation nationale fait tout pour ne pas fermer les écoles, mais je pense que l'impact sera plus limité, notamment par rapport au premier confinement. Pourquoi? Parce qu'il y a plus de possibilités de garde et toutes les entreprises qui ne sont pas en télétravail beaucoup moins que lors du premier confinement.
Many businesses have been bracing for the closures, preparing for employees to work from home and require more flexibility for childcare.
Ils veulent continuer un peu à travailler, donc on leur dira oui et on aménage les horaires de travail. Ça peut être le matin, ça peut être l'après-midi, ça peut être l'heure des siestes en fonction de l'âge de l'enfant.
The French government has said that parents who can't work from home will be eligible for furlough payments. Meanwhile, measures including grants to the self-employed and small businesses will continue to be extended.
Now, US President Joe Biden has outlined a $2.3 trillion plan to revitalize America's infrastructure, a plan that's being framed as a golden opportunity to invest in American communities and workers. So just what is the state of America's infrastructure?
It's the largest economy in the world, but experts say its infrastructure is crumbling. The population of the US has more than doubled since the 1960s, when most of the country's major infrastructure systems were designed. Today, 1 in 4 bridges are deemed deficient. The latest report from the American Society of Civil Engineers gives the US a mediocre C- overall. The organization warns the situation is critical.
Families are losing thousands of dollars a year in disposable income as a result of cities having to fix potholes, people getting stuck in traffic or due to repairs when a water line breaks or the energy grid goes down.
The dire situation of the country's electrical grid was highlighted by the recent crisis in Texas. Extreme winter storms caused mass blackouts, leaving millions without power or water for days, as well as posing a safety risk. Poor infrastructure undermines the economy. The World Economic Forum ranks the United States 18th worldwide in broadband coverage, with rural areas particularly poorly served, handicapping businesses. While the US Transport Association asserts that problems caused by the nation's poor airports alone cost the US around $35 billion a year.